Hello, everyone. It is Friday. We are grateful to God that He has taken us through this week and given us the weekend that is on its way. Isn't God good? Isn't He such a great God? I want to talk to you about something that a lot of people tend to, no matter what's going on in their life, no matter how rapidly their life is moving on, that is something that always finds its way back in our lives. Our past. Yes, here goes that word again. P-A-S-T, our past. We keep letting our past get in the middle of our present life and tries to hold us back from our future life. But God said in His word to let us lay aside every weight. And don't you know your past is a weight? If it is holding you back from your blessings of God, if it is holding you back from your happiness in your life, from your peace of mind, from your joy, from love, if it's stopping you from loving someone or having someone in your life to be loved, then you need to let it go. So number one is your past. We got to let this past go. We ought to tell it. We ought to wake it up, go upstairs, wake it up, tell them, get out the bed, pack your stuff. It is time for you to leave the premises. You don't want it anymore. It was nothing positive anyway. So it's time to let it go. It is time to give it up. It is time to say goodbye, past. I don't want you hanging around anymore. Do not let the past hinder your present life and your future life in Jesus. If you don't let your past die, it will not allow you to live. Don't you want to live differently? Don't you want your life to be different? It's like someone who turns around, know they had a bad life with a person. So they turn around and they finally decide we can't be together anymore. It's not working. It's a negative life hanging around you. So you give up the relationship and say, we're going to go our separate ways. But instead of divorcing, they just get separated. They live their life knowing that they're not divorced, that they're just separated. And then you want to try to get into another relationship. It hinders you from your present life of wanting better, from wanting happiness. You got to let it go. You got to let it die. Let it go. Let it die. It's what you got to do. If you don't let your past die, it will not allow you to live. If you remember this, if you keep holding on to what was, you will never know what can be. Let me say that again. If you keep holding on to what was, you'll never make it to what could be. You will never make it to what can be. You never can make it to what God's got planned for you down the road. Let go of things today that is holding you back. Let go today of things that are no good for you anymore. Let go of those things that are just spiritually hanging up in your closet on a hanger, and you know it won't fit you anymore. It doesn't fit. It barely fit back then when you could have put it on. But you know now, as time has gone by, it don't fit you no more. There are some people in our lives that don't fit us anymore. There are some things that we have a habit of doing that does not fit our lifestyle anymore. And we got to let it go. The Bible says don't be unequally yoked with the works of bondage. That don't just mean a person or relationship. That means anything that's in your life that keeps you away from God, keeps you away from Jesus. It's unequally yoked. And you got to let it go. Or it will what? It will bound you. What usually bounds us up? Sin. So he's saying don't be with unequally yoked things in your life. It's like a yoke that we put on a cow that used to tread and do the farming way back when. It was a big old wooden thing we put around the neck. It was heavy. That's what they used to put on us as slaves. So it would make it hard for us to run. So don't but be unequally yoked with anything in your life that's going to stop you from meeting Jesus, from getting to that finish line, from finishing the race. Get that past out of your life. Let him out. Kick him out right now. Kick him out. Kick him out. Pack his stuff for him. Because if you don't do it, he ain't going to go. He'll stay right there. You know how it is. If we don't tell people they got to get out of our house, they'll stay there forever. Forever. Let your past go. Open the door for him and kick him out. It's time to evict your past and let Jesus in.